Well, I don't normally get such an enthusiastic welcome, and I just hope there are plenty of Australians out there. My friends and fellow Rotarians, it is a real honour for me to be here with you today to officially welcome so many Rotarians from right around our country, but from right around our world, to this beautiful city and to our marvellous country of Australia. It's good to follow our Premier, Mike Baird, and Mike has given you some advice about the good places to see while you're here in Australia. I hope I can give you one or two insights into our character as Australians and hope that you might sense something about what it means to be an Australian in your time here. There are two things that I would like all our Rotary International visitors to understand about this country of ours. First, we are a nation of immigrants, and that should help everyone who is here from another country to feel welcome in Australia. Some 25% of Australians were either born in another country or their parents were born in another country. These are people who came to Australia with a dream of a better life for themselves and for their children. And I know every Rotarian has a dream of a better life for his or her neighbours, for his or her community, for his or her world, for our world. The fact that so many Australians have come to this country from the four corners of the earth lends a heroic dimension to our national life, because they came here knowing that we were free and fair as well as simply prosperous. And it is our duty to ensure that as this country advances, our freedom and our fairness advances too. The other thing that you should know about Australia is that we are a country of volunteers. Volunteers keep our beaches safe. Volunteers extinguish our bushfires. Volunteers rescue people in times of flood and emergency. Volunteers run our great community movements. Volunteers run our charities that do so much to help people in need. We are a nation of volunteers because we know in the marrow of our bones that it's not what you have to do, it's what you choose to do, which is the measure of our humanity and is the test of our characters. And of course, that marvellous motto of Rotary, that resonant phrase which lights up every Rotarian's life, service above self, is something that we Australians sense deep inside us. Service before self. It's no wonder that there are some 30,000 Australian Rotarians in some 1,000 Rotary clubs around our country. And it is so encouraging to think that around our world there are 1.2 million Rotarians in some 33,000 clubs. It gives us hope for the world that there are 1.2 million Rotarians, 1.2 million citizens of this great global village who subscribe to this marvellous ideal of service above self. There are almost 18,000 of you in this room today. I want to pay a particular personal tribute to one of them, my dad, Dick Abbott, sitting down here in the front row today. A 40-year veteran of the Rotary Club of Chatswood, and a Paul Harris Fellow, and the greatest influence on my life. So I suppose I can say that in that sense at least, I am a child of Rotary. But you know, a friend once said to me that there were many clubs and organisations out there, but he couldn't possibly join Rotary because at Rotary you weren't allowed to discuss religion or politics, and they were the only things worth talking about. I have to say that I have breached those rules at Rotary from time to time. But the good thing about Rotary is this desire to rise above contention, this readiness to see the other person's point of view, this enthusiasm to find the good in others, and a willingness to seek common ground. This is a marvellous character trait which has always moved Rotary and which we should have more of in this fractious world we live in. And that's why Rotary is so present in all our community events. That's why Rotary is so present in every worthy cause. And the great thing about Rotary is, yes, Rotarians look for the things we have in common, Rotarians look for the things that unite us, but Rotarians don't just talk about all the good that might be done, Rotarians act to bring that good about. Rotarians have not just been lobbyists, they have been doers. Rotarians have not been people who demand that others do what's needed. You are people who roll your sleeves up and do what's needed yourselves. You won't be surprised to know that for months and weeks past, I have been lobbied by you and by your leaders for a substantial Australian government commitment to the campaign to eradicate polio. And today our Foreign Minister did announce a $100 million Australian government commitment to this campaign. But please, do not applaud the Australian government for what it does. Applaud yourselves for what you do. You do not demand that others do the heavy lifting. You are out there doing the heavy lifting yourselves. And before government was interested in this, and long after government has moved on, the Rotarians of Australia and the Rotarians of the world will be doing your bit for a better world and a better country. And that's what I want to celebrate today. I want to celebrate that spirit of service above self. I want to celebrate that spirit of rolling up your sleeves and getting things done. We have a phrase for that in Australia. It's called having a go. And there are two things that we believe in this country. We believe in a fair go for everyone, particularly those who are doing it tough. We believe in having a go, rolling up our sleeves and doing what has to be done to build a better world, to help our neighbour. We believe in that. And Rotary is the living, breathing embodiment of that have a go spirit, which is so much at the heart of what it means to be an Australian. So I say to all you Rotary members from overseas, because of that have a go spirit which animates you, I welcome you as honorary Australians. And I like to think that it is precisely because you were aware of that have a go spirit that characterises our nation that you finally chose this country for your great international convention. Thank you so much. Welcome to Australia.